So I did a real quick energy read this morning, and I just wanted to dive in a little deeper on some of these cards because, you know, with one of the platforms, I won't say names because I like to put them on all of them. I like to do like a really quick minute, but I'm going in a little deeper. So the first card we got is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, as you see, she is blindfolded and she looks like she is not sure of where to go. She can't see what's going on. She's stuck in her head because in the swords deal with the intellect and the mind, and decisions, and it deals in the space of anything that has to deal with mentality, that mental level. So right now, some of us might feel a little uneasy about the path that you're on, the way that you're going. You're not sure, am I doing it right? Is this where I'm going? You feel a little blind. And it looks, at first glance, it looks like these crows are coming at her, you know. But the more and more I stare at this card, and maybe it's just because of the energy that is around right now, they're not attacking her. They're trying to help her. It looks like he's trying to take that blindfold off. Like, he's coming at her face. But the message in this is get in a space where you're prepared to take your blindfold off. See things for exactly what they are. Go factual sometimes because this deals with the intellect. Maybe you're a person that needs to, or maybe you're a person that, because I see this Hierophant card. So this is like turning the things that you don't know. It's saying use your inner wisdom. You've been through a lot of different things. Take experiences that you have had to help you get these blindfolds off, get things out of your hair, get all of the strands. Like, look at my hair. It's a little wild right now. Yeah, I look like I just woke up. I did. It's okay. It's like get yourself in order, you know, get it together, take your time. She's a little frantic, but this guy is like, yeah, I really do know the answer. If you're blind, if you're not sure of something, that's when you kind of take a step back and look at the things or the past experiences that you have had that could possibly help you make a better decision. Look inward. The Hierophant is the person of wisdom. They use their wisdom. They've taken moments in their life and analyzed them where they can now pull from those experiences to help them make better choices in the future. And the last card that came up was this beautiful woman right here. Look at her state of peace. She's not taking any shit. This is the Queen of Swords. She is clear where she's at with her thought processes. She doesn't just put her heart out there on her sleeve, even though she may want to. This Queen of Swords is like, nope, I'm going to safeguard it right now. I'm going to keep it locked away, keep it protected, sit here on my perch, and you can come question me if you choose. But know that when I make a decision, I'm going to be very calm about the decision I've made because I've thought it through thoroughly. I've pulled from my inner wisdom. And I'm going to be at peace with this thing. Look at this beautiful bird. And you can tell the wind is just blowing softly. It feels like a nice, cool day. Sunny day. So that's the energy that Spirit is trying to get you to get into if you're not already there. Be calm and collected about the decisions that you make, especially in your Queen of Swords energy. When you're in your Queen of Swords energy, it's usually one way or the other. but you know that swords sometimes have a double edge. And so, yes, there may be consequences to the decisions you make, but be confident in the decisions that you make, because if you're making the decisions based on what you know and what you've experienced and what is best for you and your journey, then you're going to be fine, and you're going to be like this, you're going to be soaring like this eagle. Don't second guess the things that you know are right for you, because you're on a journey. You're on your way to this higher self. You are in the process of meeting a higher version of you. You are in the process of becoming a better version of you, which is what we should all strive for in some aspects of our life. Like, if you're not growing, what are you doing? You can't stay an infant forever, right? Your body grows. Same thing with your mentality. As you age and as you have experiences in your life, you're supposed to be able to use those experiences to help yourself become better. Because while you're here on this planet, what is your goal? It should be to be the best version of you. And if you say, Janie, well, how do I become the best version of me? It means just simply just taking the things that you've learned and you've experienced and doing better. Well, how do I know if I'm doing better? Well, for me, I like to look into my shadow to see what is it that I need to work on. I ask Spirit all the time, what do I need to work on? Some of you are still not standing in your Queen of Wands energy, which is you haven't yet taken action. You see this little flame that she's got going, and she's got this wand, and she's surrounded by all of this light. Even if you're in the dark, this candlelight can light your way, and you've got a spark, and you're holding it in the palm of your hand. But maybe you're scared to take action and move because you're stuck in your head. The Queen of Wands is the queen that says, okay, we've done the legwork. Let's take action on it. We need to move on it. Some of you are holding on to something that you need to move on. Step into your Queen of Wands. She is all about action and movement. I keep hearing, look at this card. There might be a word that I'm missing that somebody needs to hear. So I like to refer to these when they come up. Passions. What are your passions? Follow your passions. Ignite what it is you're passionate about. You are passionate about, not what your mama is passionate about, not what your daddy is passionate about, not what your children are passionate about. You. What are you passionate about? Passionate about. All of those people that are around you that influence your decisions, that have the possibility to influence your decisions, that's what they're there for. They're there to help, maybe spark that passion, but it's up to you to actually make the move to ignite that passion. She's igniting this spark and watching things move, but you have to take action. Stop worrying. Some of us have fear about the action that we're going to take because we're scared we're going to make the wrong move. But if you're standing in your power, in your Queen of Swords energy, you know that you're taking action on things that are best for you. So you have to have some faith. You have to have faith that the universe is more powerful than all of these dark entities that may be surrounding you that cause you worry, than these fears. If this represented fear, you have to be this white bird that conquers these fears. And you can't worry about it, because we know that worrying does not change the outcome. And we know that there are some things that we are just not in control of. So this is actually centering the reading. So, and it's under the Hierophant. So it's saying, stop worrying, because this did come out in the reverse. Stop worrying and tap into what you know. Use those things that you are worrying about. Use your past experiences to allow you to see that there's really no need to worry. And I guess this is where I can go into like a little story time, because it's making me think that's usually what happens. This card didn't pick up. Movement. Make some moves. You got all this energy of movement. So some of you are sitting still, and it's time to move. We are in a portal. The 1111 portal is coming. Today is 111. Like, move. This is the time to move. The energy, Scorpio season, move. It's time to move. You are in it. You're not waiting on it anymore. It's here. And it's your job to take action. What are you waiting for? If you stay in the place of I'm waiting, you're going to keep waiting until the next opportunity for you to move comes about. You want to move when the energy is moving. If you just stop and step back, even if you're just scrolling through whatever it is, social media, you take a look at what keeps coming up. These are people moving. And maybe it depends on who you follow and what you follow. But I know on my timeline, I see a lot of different accounts where people are talking about how they're making moves. They're doing what's best for them. They're getting out of their head and they're getting into their current space. And they're making moves to better themselves. That's what there's a lot of inspirational posts out there that talk about, basically getting back to you and healing yourself. Sometimes that is the move you need to make. Maybe you need to make the move to step back because you've got a lot going on and you can't see clearly. Maybe you need to make the move to say, all right, it's time to start this new career, this new path. Some of you might be doing career changes and you're like a little scared because you don't know which way to move. It's okay. Draw on past experiences. And what I was getting ready to say is, as I sit in this energy of nothingness, which I'm totally cool with, nothingness is just a space where things are happening, but you don't know exactly what is happening. And so every day that I get up, I say, what's going to happen today? And I embrace it, whether it may feel like good energy or whether it may feel like negative energy. If it feels like negative energy, I look back on my history and say, okay, this feels like negative energy, but is it really? Because usually things that are negative are not negative. It's how you look at it. For me, it's like I am in a space where I'm missing my family, my children, and I'm ready to see them. I'm ready to see them and get back, and hug them and all this stuff. But there's a possibility that, and I'm supposed to see them in a couple weeks, but there's a possibility that they might not be able to come, and I have to wait a few extra weeks. I'm like, okay, there's a reason for that. And I'm not going to question why the universe is making that happen, as much as it might hurt my little heart right now. I know it's only temporary because I know I'm going to see my children. I know I'm going to see my family. I know that everything is going to work itself out. And I just have to maintain my composure, knowing that if I look back over my life, just like that song, look at the lyrics and I think things through, you have a testimony. Well, take those testimonies and what you learned from those experiences and start applying them to your life today, so that you're not in your coffin going back over your life, but you are in the present, taking what you've learned thus far in order to help propel you forward. That's what I mean by learning how to apply lessons to today, because that's what life is about, cycles. And so you're doomed to repeat certain things if you don't learn from it. So once you've learned a lesson, don't repeat that. no matter what form it comes in, because it might not be the same exact scenario each time, but the underlying message or the underlying lesson is the same. So for me, for some, it's the lesson is worry. How many people are out there that worried a long time, a lot, and they still got to where they wanted to be? Well, it could have been a little bit of an easier journey if they just got to the place where they said, okay, what am I worrying about it for? I can't control it. I have no control over the weather. I have no control over what somebody else's journey got going on that might cause something else on my end to not happen. That's out of my control. So why do I spend time being upset about it? Why do I spend time about trying to fix it when I can't? I can't. Some things it might lay it out like, okay, you can try this, you can try that. But if those things don't work, then step back. Maybe there's a reason why it's not working. Sometimes we want to force things to happen that are not supposed to happen. So, I guess sure, it's like, you got more cards? Okay, we got more cards. I wasn't trying to make this too long. Wow. Hold on, I gotta get two more. I know you can't see the cards. Two more, Spirit. Thank you. That's too many. Okay. I said one, but it gave me two. But that's okay. Yes. Okay. All right, so you got the Six of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and Judgment in reverse. So again, Judgment is nothing more than you dealing with you. Judgment is you making the call, you tapping into your inner self, you trusting your inner self to make the right call. You are your judge and jury right now, and you have something inside of you that you would like to do, but you are worried about whether or not you're going to be successful. And with the Six of Wands coming up, you are going to be successful, but you can't be successful if you don't move, if you don't take action, if you don't make a decision, because the Queen of Swords makes decisions. If you don't move. Some of you might be worried about partnerships or what people think, or is this going to be a partnership, or maybe you think you might need a partner. You might not need a partner right now. If that's going to come in, let it come in, but don't allow that to stop you from moving forward. Some of you may look, you might be worried about, maybe some recognition or anything of that nature. Don't worry about that. The threes, if anybody is seeing three, there's a mess. That's just your guide saying, hey, we're here, because you got a lot of threes going on, and multiples of threes. A lot of these are divisible by 3, and you got the Celebration card. So what more can you want? When you move and you stop worrying and you tap into your higher self and you start looking, look at that beautiful, I don't know if you can see it. There's like a lotus, like ethereal type of lotus, like in the cloud, in this like light storm, a beautiful magenta and yellow, and there's this beautiful peace about it. And it's a lotus, but it's almost like it's a lotus that's connecting to all these different things. And so it's like, once you decide to tap into you, become more aware of you and what you can do, and not doubt you. Don't doubt you. Spirit doesn't doubt you. If you doubt you, everybody's going to doubt you. But if you step into you, step into your peace, and hit the gas, oh, honey, the success and the celebration that's coming, it's going to be beautiful. But you got to stop worrying about it. You got to face your fear. You got to move. You got to believe in yourself. Nobody can teach you how to believe in yourself but you. A person like me who is, I love problem solving. And that's why I think this is beautiful that I get to read, because a lot of times in people's lives, they don't know how to problem solve, you know? So I like to use the cards to help problem solve, and I just saw a world card. What is one thing, Spirit, that the viewer needs to work on and focus on to help them move forward? One thing that the viewer needs to work on and focus on to help them move forward. You got the Hangman. You need to focus and work on patience and allowing the universe to bring things to you. Some of you are very anxious, and a lot of it is because we're in a microwave society. But some of the things that you want, some of the things that you desire, some of the goals that you have take time. And you have to be in the state of mind where you understand that there's a process and it takes time. If you can learn to just tap into you and be your own person and enjoy the day for what it is, that allows spirit to make moves and make energy work in your favor. But if you keep getting in the way, trying to make it faster, all you're going to do is actually delay yourself, because you're going to put something in the wrong spot that now spirit has to go correct because you did that you weren't supposed to do because you weren't patient. So if you are the type of person that is quick to draw, this is telling you you might need to be the person that before you quick to draw, wait, take a second glance, go inward before you make the final decision. Really think about the pros and the cons of whatever this decision is, and think about how you feel. How is this going to make you feel? It's important to understand that sometimes those inner feelings are actually warnings. They're made to make you stop, to make you question yourself, to make you question what it is you're supposed to do. I moved that card with that Two of Swords, and that's when and the Hierophant. So when you start questioning yourself, that is when spirit is telling you, go back. Think about some of the things that you went through before you make this decision. Before you pull this card, make sure it's not going to take you down a path that you've already been down. Did you do this once before? When you did this before, what was the outcome? Was it what you expected? If you're, again, remember, it's not going to be the same exact scenario, but it can have the same tones, the same meanings, like business deals. If you are a business person and you've made several decisions and they didn't turn out quite the way you wanted them to, go back and look at all those decisions and see if there was something that you did with each one that was like, oh, that's what I don't need to do again. Did you move fast on all of those decisions that didn't turn out right? Well, then that's telling you don't move fast, move slower. Or did you take so much time to decide that on all of them that you missed the moment? Then that might be saying, okay, there's a shift, there's a move, and we are in a big shift, we are in a big move. And spirit has been saying, move. But you've got to go back. You've got to look into your shadow. Let me read what the shadow is on the Hangman too. because I feel like there's a word I'm missing. Self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage yourself. We do that because of fear. Go back, make sure the thing is right for you, but don't self-sabotage yourself. Meaning, don't, if you know, okay, I have all the knowledge I need to make this work, but I just want so-and-so to come in and do this with me. That's self-sabotage. Because you know you can do it. Self-sabotage is if, and this is just coming to me, if somebody good is coming into your life, whatever partnership it may be, maybe love, maybe partnership, and you're like, this is too good to be true. So you start looking and digging for stuff to make it be, nope, see, I knew it, I knew that was wrong. That's self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Some of you are on the brink of a new world, a new life, but you can't self-sabotage yourself. I use myself as an example. I have been saying, I'm going to do a YouTube channel. I'm going to do my readings. I'm going to do, and I start them. I do good. And then I don't get the views that I think I should get. But then I realize, and so then I'll stop. Well, you're not going to get any views if you don't put any videos up. But I realized that that was a process that I had to go through so that I can trust myself. Trust that, yeah, you do hear what you hear. You are knowledgeable and you do understand the divination tool that has been given to you through the tarot card. And it's okay. And it's okay that not everybody is going to agree with you. Don't be afraid of what people are going to say. They're not me. They're not walking in my shoes. So I can't self-sabotage myself by being fearful of what others may think and say about me. They ain't in my shoes. They are not part of my, they are part of my journey for whatever reason they are, but they are not me. This is my life, my journey. This is your life, your journey. So don't self-sabotage yourself because of what you think somebody else, how you think somebody else is going to react. Their reaction may not hold water. It may not. All right. Have an awesome day, people. Love you.